Royal Day. Welcome to my show, Triggers, man. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and get straight into it. First of all, peace and love, Royal Day, blessings. Hope all is well. Out here in my RV, out here in nature with me and my, out here me and wifey, out here in my RV chilling at the campground, nature and shit. Hope all is well, man. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Subscribe. And if you need beats, I got them. Share the work, man. Share the work, make this go viral, man. You know what I mean? The reason why I call this show Triggers is because, you know what I mean, it's time to activate, it's time to trigger the right things in our mind, body, soul, spirit, and all of that other good stuff. So, this one right here is, and salute to Derek Grace, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know Derek Grace, go YouTube him and his fam, you feel me? Just kind of adding to what he was saying in his presentation the other day. We have, and I've been saying this though, but a lot of times, most of the times with melanin people, families, whatever, what they call family, whatever, it's just a lot of times, a family is a unit that is moving in unison and harmony on all levels, economically, spiritually, socially, emotionally, all that. If you're not moving in harmony as a group, you're not really a family. You just a bunch of people that's together. But anyway, look. A lot of times with most melanin people, we hoard the resources. We hoard our skill sets as far as passing the because we all often think about generational wealth as far as money wise. That is great, but we have to think about passing down skill sets. Like he was saying in his presentation, we have to start breaking bread. I actually watched Pablo last night, the movie Pablo last night, and throughout the movie, I just saw, I just noticed they kept having meetings where they broke bread. Or it didn't matter if they was from the West Coast, it didn't matter what coast they was from, whatever. We came here to break bread and talk big business and see where we gonna move this money. But that's how a lot of families that run this this dimension, this structure, this Western Hemisphere, whatever. That's how they do. They have a meeting throughout the year. Most of the time, majority of the time, the only time melanin people come together is for fucking funerals, family, what you call them, family reunions, fucking school reunions, fucking holiday bullshit, anything that's just a bunch of have fun, not building towards our future ass shit. And then it's we only come together from concepts that were just economic concepts that most of us have just narrowed down to fun. Christmas is an economic concept. All of that shit. Halloween, if you look at this stuff, Thanksgiving, all that shit. If you look at it as an economic concept, the families behind these different concepts and who actually benefits financially from these structural concepts is most of the time families. So if what I mean by hoarding the skill sets, like for example, you got uncles or aunts or whoever, you got an auntie that's a real estate agent, you got an uncle real estate agent, you got an uncle that's a master craftsman or da 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 da. Y'all, we should be teaching our grandchildren, the ones that want it, the youth that's around our family members. You see what I'm saying? If they got special clearances, like special government clearances or federal clearances, whatever, we should be helping our troubled associates, family members, things of that nature. We have to get them mentally, of course, situated, but most of the time to get them, kind of, restarted. But we have to, like he was, Derek Grace was saying, I salute him. You see what I'm saying? Because we have to be about moving with purpose. We have to, in everything we do, with even in the dialogues we have. You know what I'm saying? Have we? These are the things that I took away. Have we? You, me, anybody? Have you or me or you or anybody designated or pinpointed who's going to be your family CEO, your family negotiator, and then your soldiers, your wolves, and everything else, your infrastructure, the people that know how to invent, the people that's good with the paperwork, the people that, you know what I'm saying? And just like the mob movies, the time, all stuff like that, all the mob movies, the melanin, most black dudes or whoever like to watch this stuff like, they had a Godfather, Goodfellas, they had an infrastructure within the family, a family lawyer, a family doctor, a family. Most melanin people, we want to feel good about going to these fucking facilities, colleges, whatever, and then going off and working somewhere else and not bringing the skill set back to the family. But see, most of us don't have family businesses, real actual tribes that's building economically and building structures, infrastructures to thrive on all levels, whether it's financially, economically, socially, whatever. Nutrition wise, especially with growing the fucking food. So, like I said, what's the point of getting all these degrees and then you going to work for somebody else's facility to make them wealthy? Ladies, especially the ladies and whoever else getting all these fucking degrees. All these real estate agents and all of that type of shit. That's the number one thing of how to gain wealth as far as as far as the wealthy people they call wealthy, whatever. That's what most of them have, real estate. And you got somebody. Most people got somebody in their fam or in their what they call family. I call them earth family. You know what I mean? The people that you just happen to come out of the vagina or the portal or whatever. They're your earth family. You feel what I'm saying? Your spiritual family is the people that you connect with. That's not your blood relatives. You see what I'm saying? But most of us have our blood relatives that have special clearances, special certifications, special skill sets they learn, whatever, and they're hoarding it. They have the money, and that's another thing. Stop thinking just because you're the breadwinner or you have the money or whatever that you have all the intellectual ideas. And most of the time, just because you got all the money, you can't pull it off all by yourself. And like I said, most billionaires and people of wealth, they got a lot of money, but they still have a what? Creative team, an idea team, things of that nature. That's why they got the shows like Shark Tank. Just because they got a bunch of fucking money don't mean they know all the fucking ideas and how to pull them all off and to set up the infrastructure. So wealthy people have a way they move and set up things and put others around them into power to keep the infrastructure going for decades. Poor people have this mentality of, okay, I want to go out, I want to spend all my money outward towards other structures that's other families run, but not put the same effort and energy and investment into the people that I'm around or come encounter to, or I have soul ties to, or I say I love, or I care about, or you're my bro and my sis, and all this bullshit. Motherfuckers ain't trying to, and again, we're not talking about the ones that's stubborn. We're not talking about the ones that's stupid as fuck. We're not talking about the ones that's lazy. We talking about that number one. Start having family meetings throughout the year to come break bread. What's our next investment move? You need to have a collection pot where you're building up capital. Every time y'all come meet or whatever, even if you're not meeting, just send some money to put in the pot. So next time you do meet and break bread, then the capital is building constantly. So whether we're together having this break bread meeting or not, or we are at a distance in another state or whatever, you can cash out all these ways and put the fucking money in the pot. And people gotta be, again, the family CEO gotta be the most disciplined, the most everything, because they're gonna be most likely handling all the funds and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? And then you have the family negotiator. Every melanin family, whoever, you have a smooth talker, good talker, person savvy with the words, whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? So they need to be the family negotiator. If they need to be refined a little more, whatever, do that, whatever. And just like he said, if we got all of us have cousins or whoever that wild out, been to prison, been in the system, put in some work in the streets, real work in the streets, whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying? So like he said, the ones that is not, the ones that want to get it, the ones that want to be hard headed, whatever. If reach out to them, pull them in, get them certified, teach them about getting their certification, their licenses, and all of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? Then once we get everything built of our family infrastructure, just like with Derek Grace or whatever, or anybody else, or any of these other celebrities, you see what I'm saying? Even with the Pablo movie, you see what I'm saying? You'll have your soldiers and you have certain elements around you. You see what I'm saying? You have your family negotiator, you have your family realtor, you have your family doctor, your family herbalist. You see what I'm saying? Your family herbalist. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of melanin people get these herbalists. We should have everything in house for each other, and then we can figure out an infrastructure to be able to monetize such things that we're collectively doing. And it has to be a synchronicity and a harmony. It's no point in somebody, whoever being the breadwinner. Everybody should be getting M's. Everybody should be clocking M's. Everybody should be, you know what I'm saying, making moves and business moves and getting it done mentally too. You see what I'm saying? Mental growth, spiritual growth, nutritional growth, economical growth. Those four. You see what I'm saying? And if you are the one or two or whoever, the goat of the family or the go-to of the family or the breadwinner of the family, whatever it is, or the multiple, we should be bringing the skills back to the ones that want to do it, the ones that want to get it. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You see, so it's no point in us going on all these vacations to what? Retreat or resort or island, whatever, that somebody else owns. Why don't you buy some land with your fam or your collective group and y'all create the resort and then y'all have people coming to y'all resort? See, that's too much like right. That's too much like work. People want to just go to other people's shit and then say, well, us as an overall melanin people, overall economically, we're behind as far as, again, owning certain things as far as economics and manufacturing and things of that nature, e-commerce. And like I said, we can start with our initial, what the fuck we call Earth family or family. You see what I'm saying? But everybody want to, somebody not fucking with somebody because of this, da 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 da. It usually be some bull ass shit. You feel me? So like I said, are you putting your children in position of power? Are we teaching them self-defense? Are we teaching ourselves self-defense? Are we teaching them about gun laws? Are we teaching them about child abduction? Are we teaching them about all this shit? Yeah, I know it's tough. I know it sting. I know it sound like it's, but god damn it, it's happening. And like he said, this shit is built off economics and violence since the beginning of the beginning. Even back in the ancient Kemet times when motherfuckers was Indians and Moors, motherfuckers was still doing war, niggas was still having disagreements and going to war, unfortunately. That's how other motherfuckers were able to come infiltrate in the damn first place. Because motherfuckers didn't have, most of the time, whatever era, didn't have a solid infrastructure of your warriors to do the dirty work, to do the intelligence, the surveying of the land, all of that, to stand on alert, to stand on guard, your wolves, your lions, your soldiers, even some of your hyenas too. You need some of them. You just need them to be trained hyenas, ain't it? So like I said, if we not putting our next generation in position of power, just like I said just now, I just read Daymond John article, Daymond John, FUBU. His mother took out $100,000 loan on their home to start up FUBU. The dude Bezos, Bill Gates, all of them, because we keep saying a handout. All of them got a what? Something from their parents, which was a handout, whether it was something that was set up before, or it was an account, or it was a trust account, or it was you get it at a certain age. It still was a handout. It still was a handout, no matter what. If they didn't have to work physically for whatever, and they got it from their parents, it was it was a blessing. It was a blessing. It was an investment, but still, it was handed to them from someone else, which is good because that's what generation will pass now, and making sure that the next generation is solid. Learning self-defense, learning how to grow your own food, learning this economic system, learning investing, learning what's good investments and what's bad investments. learning what's long-term, short-term, and mid-term investments, because everything is not going to be, it can be if you have enough capital. Everything, people say these things can happen overnight. If you have enough capital and you have the right team that have special skills in advertisement, paperwork, different things, shit can happen overnight. And if people are in harmony and in fucking alignment and want to be disciplined and consistent and want to maintain on the goal. Most people want to get midstream or mid-stride or whatever, and then you want to get tired. I want to jump out. I got distractions. I got this. I got that. I got lover issue, whatever. Designate a family CEO. Designate a family negotiator. You might have multiple family CEOs and multiple family negotiators. All of your skill sets, bring it back to the fam. Be the mastermind. Invest in the mastermind of your families. The ones that have the inventive ideas, the ones that can build, the ones that have the inventions, the ones that just have the great ideas, they just need the financial backing. The ones that actually are working on their great ideas and in the smaller phases of it, they just need the financial backing. That's all Shark Tank is. People are bringing their ideas at a smaller level, and then like Kevin O'Leary would say, I just want to be able to put some money into it and it just grows like wildfire. That's what I'm saying. We're not investing in the grandchildren, the other children, the next generation to get them solidified intellectually, skill-wise, intellectually, and the skills bring the monetization. And we need to have a family CEO, a family herbalist, a family fucking doula, or midwife. You feel me? A family arms person that's certified, that retired from the government or whatever, but they certified. Everything's clean, everything's clear. But they're the arms, they're head of the shooting, they're head of firearms, they're head of all of that in the family. We need to have a head real estate person. We need to have a family fucking lawyer. You see what I'm saying? Just like in the mob movies. Just like in them, that's an infrastructure. That's an infrastructure. See, that's what I mean. We have to have the family infrastructure first before we move on to wanting to build empires. All of it sound good, but if you don't have the team infrastructure of being individuals that want to do it, this shit is going to take a long period of time, or it's just not going to move at all. It's going to be stagnant. So, welcome to my show, Triggers. Hopefully this activated you to get started. Have these family meetings. Number one, have family meetings throughout the year, not for no bullshit. Have a predetermined purposes and topics to talk about, investments, nutrition, things, we want to invest in with the next generation, with the children and the grandchildren, and the things we want to start, the family businesses, the family investments, land, all of that. Have a family negotiator, or negotiators. You see what I'm saying? Get you a family member that's into weapons, that's clean, they got the clearances and all of that can get the self-defense and everything going. Get you a family member that's hands and feet, that's familiar with self-defense. You see what I'm saying? Everybody has to play a role. A family that's good in marketing and advertisement, the family member. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody plays an intricate role to win this motherfucking championship and championships. You see what I'm saying? This is my show, Triggers. Subscribe, share, subscribe to Virya TV, by the way, VIRYA space TV, and check out our business site, www.KUNDALINISPARSA.biz, KundaliniSparsa.biz. Check us out. We got all natural products. We got great things coming. We got the community garden coming. Love y'all. Peace and love. Share this.